never been clearer.
This is not. It says go live. Go live. Maybe not yet. Okay, hold on. Go live. It's happening now. Hello, everyone. It's Coach Mel coming in tonight. It's shiny too. I'm very, very shiny. Hi, how are you doing? I am live, but I'm waiting on 5 minutes and I can go ahead on and record from my StreamYard. I'm just now getting used to this. So, first of all, I just want to say hello to everyone. Hello, and have happy Thursday or Friday Eve, as we shall say. I am coming to you live, the healing factor, and I am getting used to becoming more and more what's the word you want to use? So you can see my face more. And today I'm going to be really honest. I completely forgot. Oh, I am recording. Okay, I'm on live. It does say live. I want to make sure I was live. So I guess I am live. I'm getting used to StreamYard, so yeah. So what are we going to talk about today? One of the reasons I came to you is because I really want my women's group to become more vocal. And I really want you guys to be able to come in here and understand it is a safe space to talk, to vent, to ask questions, to be yourself, to be your authentic self. So many times we will jump into the negative before we see the positive. We will take those things on and not realize that we're hiding our true selves because we're so worried about what the other person is going to think, what someone else is going to say about you, and we hide who we truly are. There may be something you really need to get off your chest, and because you're thinking of what they're going to say. The one question I want everyone to understand is, why should we always care about what other people say about us or what they think? Because when we do that, guess what we're doing? We're giving away our power. You're giving away your power. Most people say, well, no, that's not it. That's not truly it. I'm just being observant of everything. No, we're giving away our power. So today I'm going to kick off the healing factor, and I hope you all stay with me, those of you who can. The topic for today is self-care and compassion. I can't talk about it enough. What are the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves? What are the things we need to do to put ourselves first? What are the things we need to do to not be behind the lines so much, not be scared to be who we need to be? Self-care. What does self-care mean to you? What does self-care mean to you? What does it mean? Self-care to me means understanding how you truly feel. And each moment of the right now moment, understanding how you really feel and We always feel like we have to fake it till we make it. No, 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 no. We don't have to do that. You don't have to do fake anything. If you're upset, own it. If you're tired, own it. I'm gonna give you a prime example of me, myself, and I. So, being a coach, matter of fact, being in a position of any type of leadership position, it's expected that you live a perfect life. They're expecting that you live a perfect life because you're under the microscope of everyone who knows you, that is paying attention, to include family, friends, community, work, whatever. Those who understand this type of a position, they have a little bit more leniency because they understand the stress and the pressures that go along with it. But being in a position of a coach, counselor, whatever leadership position, pastor, just take a leadership position, period, and go with that. You're under a microscope. And most people are looking for, understand it, believe it or not, they're looking for a flaw. They want to believe everything you say. They want to hold on to everything you say. But at the same time, most people, because a lot of us have come from hurt situations and traumatic situations and everything, we're walking on glass. We're walking on water, basically, and not in a way to mean that we're Jesus. I'm saying that in a way that, walking on water, because in any given moment, you could slip into the water. It's almost, people look for flaws because they're looking for perfection. But what we need to do is look within ourselves for a lot of the things that we're looking outside of ourselves. We're expecting someone else to heal us or help us find it, when a lot of the answers we already have within us and we don't even realize it. We really do not realize you have the answers within you that you're looking for. Now, one thing I will say is, it is really good to talk to someone else so they can help you figure out the answers, and they won't be telling you what it is you need to do. Say, for instance, you're talking to someone and they're saying, well, I'm having a hard time with my family. Okay. Then you tell your whole story. Most friends will be like, well, this is, they're either going to take a side, they're going to take your side, or they're going to tell you you're wrong. Let me just say, first of all, there's no wrong and there's no right. There's a better way to do something, or a different way that something could have been done. But in this game of life that we're in, there is no wrong or right. There's just a better way of doing it that is better for either yourself or someone else. So, self-care, back to self-care. You have someone talking to you and they're telling you their life, and what we need to do is listen to them and listen to them, not to tell them what to do, but listen to them to understand where they are, and then try and help them listen to themselves so they can try to figure out, what areas am I weak in? What areas do I need work in? What areas am I missing? Help them to listen to themselves. This is where we tend to mess up. We are prone to help. We're helpers by nature. We're helpers. We can't help it. We just want to help everybody because based off of our own personal situations. Well, this is how it's going to happen. I'm going to tell you because this is what I went through. Stop it. That's not always true. Just because, and you've heard this before, just because it's happened to you does not mean it's going to happen to me. And that's a form of control, believe it or not, because what happens is you start to take on what it is that person is telling you is going to possibly happen. You start thinking that may actually happen because it happened to them. That's not true. It's okay to listen to what they say, but not necessarily buy into it emotionally or even get caught up into the midst of it. Look at the situation, what they went through. It could give you a roadmap to help you in where you need to go and where you may not need to go, but that doesn't mean exactly what happened to them is going to happen to you, because it might not be the same circumstances. It might not be the same people. Everyone doesn't have the same mindset. We all walk different paths. So good to know information, but not always the same. We all have a different journey that we're all on. Self-care. So this is where we fall off. We have a tendency of taking on what other people say and we forget to go within. We forget to, what is it that I think? What is it that I want? How is this supposed to affect me? So before we go to self, we ask mama, daddy, cousin, sister, brother, auntie, grandma, grandpa, friend, co-worker, yada, yada, yada. And most times, all it takes is for us to sit still and think about whatever the situation is. Think about what just happened. Not why it happened to me. That's where we mess up at. But why did it happen for me? And not only that, because you're in the midst of it or because it happened to you, we forget to have compassion within ourselves. We forget the self-care piece of it. We forget that we need to have compassion on ourselves and forgive ourselves for giving over our emotions and our power to whatever that situation was, because sometimes we can get hurt so bad that that situation has a hold on us so strongly until it just takes us. Next thing you know, we're depressed for a whole year, and whatever that situation was is long gone, and we have no control of. It's just, we feel like that thing has such a grip on us till I can't breathe, I can't live, I can't move. But it's actually here to help us. And I can see that the light is kind of going down. Hold on one second, everybody. Hold on. I'm using the sunlight as my light. And I wanted to get a message across. I won't be for you long, because you know how we get, especially in the evening when we're tired, we get squirrel brain just like the kids. Be like, okay, what is she talking about? So number one, I came on here because I want to show my face more often and be here for you more often. Because again, as I say all the time, it's not always about me. I don't always have the answers. We share our stories because they're healing. When you talk about your traumas, when you talk about your situation, now, not always easy in the beginning, because you got to kind of find the strength to do it without breaking down. But sometimes some people need to see that because they understand where you've been. Your story helps someone else heal. Your story helps you heal. The more you tell it, not in anger, not in emotion, because eventually, after you tell the story so many times, the pain of it goes away. The power that it has over you goes away. You find your strength. You find so much within you till you can't, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I did make it over. I bet you cannot count how many times in your life you have been through a situation and you can look back at it and go, wow, I'm over it. It's in the past. It doesn't hurt anymore. So that's why I come on here. That's why I'm posting all the things about sharing your stories, because I want you to be able to find the strength to come forth and share whatever it is, your successes, from your pain to your passion, from pain to purpose, whatever it is you've gone through. You have a platform here to share it and help someone else, and also help yourself within. So it's a full circle for all of us. It's not just about me telling you what you need to do, because I can't tell you what to do. Only thing I can do is share my story and hope it helps to heal you. And that way you can step up and help someone else and yourself. We are all in this together, because my story can help pull you out of the crab bucket that you've been dying to get out, because you see them like, I'm sick of all these. They're getting on my nerves. Oh, I know there's somewhere better than this. I'm ready to get out. I don't know how to get out of this. And all of a sudden, you hear a story. So one thing before I'm done, I want to share my book with you all. A lot of you haven't read it, but some of you have. And this is called What the Hell, A Life Testimony. And it's by me, Melvina Ford. Trying to get it out of light. What the Hell, A Life Testimony. It's my story. This is my story. Not an easy story to write. Trust me, this was my healing. This was part of my healing. This was just one piece of it. I just recently went through another part of it, but I've been going through this healing journey since 1999. This is a very important part of my life. And now my journey is to help other women of that's gone through traumas, that's gone through depression, that's gone through abuse or whatever, to heal. It's not just to tell you what to do. It's to help you find your own strength so you can figure out what you need to do, what you need to cut loose, and how you need to stand on your own 2 feet in your own power, because you're strong enough to do it, because you're beautiful enough to do it, and you have the power to do it, and you have everything inside you to do it. A lot of us don't even realize what we have inside of us, but I'm here to tell you, it's in you. You can do it. You have it to do it. Like I'm saying, if you don't believe me, read this book. Get the book. It's available on Amazon.com. You can get it on hardcover and you can get it on Kindle. I have a few copies left, so if you want to get a copy from me, a signed copy, let me know. Inbox me on where am I at? You can inbox me on Messenger and Facebook under my name, Melvina Ford. That's my name. Or you can, let me show you my email address. This is my email address right here. Can you see them? Yep, there they go. Those are my email addresses. Email me. If you want a copy, a signed copy, let me know. And the book again is on Amazon.com. That's the name of it. What the Hell, A Life Testimony by Melvina Ford. I tell my story because I want you guys to understand. I come into the group because I want you guys to share your stories. I want you guys to talk. I'm not the only, it's not always about me. It's not just about me. It's about us as a whole. It's about us as a sisterhood. It's about us as women coming together across the globe to help each other hand in hand in love and hearts, because we have the heart to do so. And you have the power within you to do everything and be everything you want to be. You do not have to listen to someone else's story, because your story is unique. You're unique and you're needed for this time on this earth that you're here for. So use your voices, use your power. Don't be afraid to speak how you feel. You can do it. You can still let someone know how you feel and not have to step out into ignorance about it. You don't have to go off cussing. Sometimes we have to go there. Sometimes some people don't understand that, get a little straight with them. But I'm going to be honest with you. There's a way to do that without having to go to the left. And they will know exactly what you said. Stand in your power. I like that. No, I don't like that. I don't believe that. I don't understand that. You believe what you believe. I believe what I speak. Yourself. Be who you are. And be strong in it. And be proud in it. Because I'm proud of you. God knows I'm proud of me. Because I've seen where I've come from. I've seen how many voices have come against me to tell me what it is I wasn't going to be. Or judge me because of clothing that I had. Or judge me because I got gray hair. And told me that you need to dress like this to get a man. You need to wear your makeup like this to get a man. You need to be like this. You need to dye your hair because you'll look younger. This is what you need to do. And you know what I said finally? And a lot of people didn't agree with me. I got to the point I just didn't care. I told them, literally, if you're looking at all of this, who is really not me, this is just a shell of who I truly am inside, which is a spirit, then you're looking wrong. If you're looking at this, you're looking wrong. Because this is, inside is where the seed is. Inside is where the glory is. Inside is where the spirit is. Inside where the creator is. Inside where your power is. Not this. This is going to come and go. Come and go. So self-care and compassion. Those are two things that we need to have more of for ourselves. Why? Because we put everything and everyone else first before we do ourselves. What is it that you like to do? What is it that you have passion for? And if you don't know, figure it out. Sit back and think about how you were when you were a kid. You know what got me interested in my passion? I started realizing a lot of things about myself when I was a kid. And I didn't understand it. People would ask me, kids now, in elementary school, what do I know about anything as a kid? I don't know nothing. Kids would come up to me at home, sitting on my porch, minding my business as a little kid. And they would come and talk and tell me their life story. And I'm sitting up there like, why are they talking to me about this? I'm not saying it, but in my head, I'm going. And they would literally have these heart-to-heart conversations with me, and I would just listen. And then all of a sudden, I started noticing that I love to do artwork. Artwork was really healing. So that's why I have an art therapy. I have art therapy sessions. If you need therapy, and I hate using that word sometimes, because some people think that's sometimes a bad thing. We all need it. We've all have gone through some traumas. We're still going through some traumas because some of the things that we don't want to let go of, we just don't want to let go of. Why? I don't know. But when you let go of those things, you open doors for more blessings to come through. The things that you don't want to let go of, the things you're supposed to try to look at, face, heal, forgive, and let it go. Because there's like 25,000 other doors sitting there looking at you saying, well, whenever you get done with that, then we can go ahead and move on. We can go ahead on and give you what it is you really want. But you keep looking back. And there's a word in the Bible, and I'm paraphrasing. Those who with their hand to the plow and looking back are not fit for the kingdom. Think about that. You blocking your own blessings. You stopping what it is you've been saying you want because you keep looking back at something that you know for a fact you don't want anymore, but you keep thinking about the hurt. But we don't realize that our words have power and our thoughts have power and even our feelings have power. So those three things alone can change in an instant if we so choose to let it. If we so choose to walk in love, if we so choose love towards ourselves. I always tell people, and I say this in most of all my videos, not all of them, but most. Put on your own oxygen mask first before you put on someone else's, because you can't save anyone if you yourself needs to be saved. How are you going to save anyone else if you need to be saved? Who's going to save you? And there's another thing. We're looking everywhere outside to be saved when it's all within us. Your power, your strength, everything that you ever wanted is here. Before it ever transpires outside, it's here. And if you can get to that place and you can hold on to that feeling and stay with that feeling, and all the things that you know you don't need to be dealing with, block them. Don't answer them. You ain't got to let ego have his way. You don't have to answer to no one's story. This is what they think. This is what they feel. Okay, that's your story. I don't have to believe it. No, you think you're this. No, I don't, but you do. That's your story. Guess what? I'm not listening. You don't have to answer to them. You don't have to answer to any of it. Just figure out who you are and be the best you can be. Be the best you can be, because guess what? You are worthy of it. You are here for a reason. You are here for purpose, and your voice counts. Your emotions mean everything, and so do your feelings. And whatever it is that you're supposed to be on this journey for, it's needed. We're here for experience alone. Experience. There are so many more journeys that you are going to go on. And get this, there are so many journeys that you've already been on. And this is a lot of things that people don't want to hear because they don't understand it. You know why? Because we're still going outward looking for answers instead of inward. So, some of the things that I do is I work on meditation healing sessions. I do Reiki healing sessions. I do art therapy sessions. And I'm going to try, like I said, I'm going to change that. It's going to be art something else, but not therapy, because for some reason the word therapy kind of dings everyone. They like therapy. There's nothing wrong with me. The fact that you had to get offended about a word called therapy, that says a lot. That tells us what we need to know. You know, it's not a bad word. It's a good word. It's a healing word. It's a wonderful word. I see two people. Hey, how y'all doing? So, I do this to help others, especially women. I work with women. I help them find their own strength. I help them to become who they are seeking to become, because no one wants to walk in the shoes of another person. So I'm going to make it my business to come on here weekly to share something with you. But my main goal was to talk about self-care and compassion, not just for others, but for you first. Put yourself first for a change. You don't have to answer the phone all the time, because sometimes I guarantee you, if you're listening on the phone, you're listening to someone. Matter of fact, no, take that back. When you look at that phone and you see who it is that's calling, sometimes you're looking at it, I feel like talking to them. It just drains you just to see the name of the person. You be not today. Put my mask on. I can't. There are some times when you know some people, the only time they talk to you is when they got gossip going on. And you Or sometimes you'll talk to someone and every time you talk to them, there's always this suspicious spirit going on around. I'm like, why are you so suspicious about everything? There's an energy, it carries, and you can feel it coming a mile away, and you just, I can't do it. I simply can't. I love you, but I can't do it. I'll call you when the spirit tells me to, or when my energy feels like it can deal with you. And I may just give you 5 minutes because I'm gonna find something else to do. I know that sounds mean. I know it sounds mean and evil, but if you don't do self-care and compassion, I'm telling you, I've had to do it. I had my grandkids a whole week. I love my babies. I love my Nuna babies, but woo, I'm pretty sure they were tired of me. A week, and my son is 31, so having grandkids, they keep you young. But man, you need to recover from that. So I'm recovering because I know it's another time I'm going to spend some more time with them. But self-care. I'll come home. I'm supposed to be working on a thesis. I'll come home from work and my mindset is like, thesis? What? Right? Let me tell you something. I'm going to get that remote control out. I'm going to pull up Prime, Amazon Prime. I'm going to pull up whatever one of them streaming is, and I'm going to look at something and I'm going to veg out, because that pulls me out of whatever it is I'm in, and that energy. You have to switch gears. You're at work all day dealing with whatever, and then you come home, you got to get that energy off of you before you deal with whatever you got to deal with, especially if you have a family with you, kids and a husband and whatever, a wife, who's ever listened to this. But what I'm saying is you got to get control of it. You got to switch it up. Self-care and compassion. Sometimes you cannot go straight home because you have a family. Have you ever done this? I know a lot of people have done this because I've done it. And I ain't had nobody at home, and I still didn't go in the house. Ain't nobody energy in there but mine. So this is what. Come home. You done drove home. And next thing you know, you just sitting in the car. All you got to do is get out the car, take the keys, unlock it, and go in your house. Especially me. I live by myself. What do? I sit in the car. Is it because I'm too lazy to go in the house? No. It's because right now is what I'm supposed to be doing. Sitting in this car, nothing. Because most times when I go in the house, okay, I got to go home. I got to get in the house. I got to get in the shower. I got to get ready for work. I got to cook something to eat. Most times when we walk through the doors, we have something to do. So what do? I go home. I get to the parking lot. I park my car and I just sit there like, And it's so quiet in the car. Have you ever noticed that when you've done that? Who's done that? Seriously. Just sit in the car. Like, I'm not ready to go in there yet. I'm just not ready. That's self-care and compassion for yourself. Give yourself time to relax, relate, and release before you have to take on the next journey for the day. Because we're doing so much. The world is going so fast, but we do not take time out for ourselves to just get quiet and listen. Not that you're listening for something, but you're literally listening for nothing. I mean, have you ever just sat there and just like, literally like this? And there's nothing. Your brain is not working. Nothing's going, I got to do this. I got to do this. No, it's just quiet. And it's the best piece since sliced bread. Self-care and compassion. This is what I want to share with you all. Take time out for yourself. Put your own oxygen mask on first before you start taking care of everybody else. Us as women, we're prone to do that. We do that automatically, especially mothers. We just, what you need, baby? What you got? Especially grandmothers. Baby, come on to grandma. I got you. I got you, baby. Come on. Let me take them on. We take on everything. Next thing you know, we can't wait for everybody to leave because we tired. We lock the door. We close the curtains. We don't want to be bothered. I love you, but I'm tired. But sometimes it takes us to get to this age to do that. And it shouldn't be. I don't care how old you are. You deserve time for yourself. You do. So take it immediately. And again, those of you who have not bought my book, What the Hell? A Life Testimony. What the Hell? A Life Testimony is available on Amazon.com. If you want a signed copy, I have like maybe 3 or 4 copies left. I have signed copy. I have copies I can send you a signed copy if you want it. Let me know. You can email me at these addresses, rebirthdimension@gmail.com or Coach Melvi at rebirthholistic.com. Or you can, if you're on Facebook, just messenger me at my name, Melvina Ford. And I would love to send you a signed copy. You can send your payment in by PayPal, and I'll send you a signed copy. But lastly, again, and I'm going to say this, and I'm always going to say this, my group, Sisters Rising Together, is for us to talk, not to be quiet, to share, because we are women. We need that outlet. We communicate. We are communicators by nature. It's time out to be looking on here going, let me see what she got to say. And they say all the time, they're watching you. They might not be liking it, but they're watching you. So I'm here. I'm here right now talking, opening up, asking you to share. This isn't just about me. This is about all of us sharing, caring together, opening up, being as one. Okay? I need you all to make this work. This isn't about, this is about us as one. We are all one. Regardless of what y'all have heard, we are all one. Right here. All one. We're all connected to each other, regardless of what you don't know. Because right when you think you know, you don't know. You don't know. We don't know everything. We can go by some information, but see, I was that hard-headed child in church where it was like, okay, that don't make no sense. Something's missing out of that. But now that I've come to a certain place in my life, I understand that all things work, all things, all don't mean just this work together for God or Christ, or that piece works together. All things, which includes everything and everyone, all things work together. Okay. All things work together for the good of those. I'm paraphrasing. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I can't think of it right now. But you know what I mean. So we are in this together. Your story is your power. Your story is your healing. Your story is seeds planted to help someone else heal. So let's heal together in love. I love you all. I'm proud of myself because I came on today because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got my notification 15 minutes prior to 7 o'clock, and I was like, ooh, I forgot. But I jumped on here because I'm trying to be more dedicated for me. So this is me putting my own oxygen mask on, opening up to you all. And I need y'all just like y'all need me. We need each other. Okay? Let's tell your stories. Inbox me if you want to be on a segment of the Healing Factor to tell your story, pain to purpose, heartbreak to healing, whatever you want to call it. But the world needs to hear your story, and you need to step into your journey of who you truly are here for, what you are truly here for. I love you all. And I will see you again next Thursday on the Healing Factor. This is Coach Melvi signing off. If you have any questions, please inbox me on my Facebook or email me right here again. I'm going to show it to you last time. Everyone have a wonderful evening. Take care, and please be blessed. Bye.